Astrology time, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com. All right, so it's Monday, and it is the 6th of September. Today is the day of the full moon. That full moon is going to be in Aries. So what are we going to do? What are we doing, right? Well, energy shifting. Why is the energy shifting so much? Well, it's going to become much more pointed and directed. Why? Mercury is going to be moving into Scorpio today. This is great for interrogators. Where were you on the night of the 5th? I was recording daily-astrocat.com. Well, maybe it's good for getting to the bottom of things. Mars in Scorpio gives this harvest moon, that full moon in Aries, a potent sense of destiny and direction. Something's going on, right? Something's happening. And we've been happening. If you've been keeping up with everything that I've been talking about, you know that we severed that point and we moved on. Well, this is really the point where it's like, hey, clean, right? You got to cut it clean. Now, look, I've been telling you about 3D changes to our workplace, workplaces, whatever we're doing to make a living. Could be creative workplaces too, right? Because that's what we're doing. And this is where they really begin to become manifest, those changes. We're really starting to feel those. The rubber is hitting the road. We can see the results. We're arriving in a sense, right? Look, this is a culmination of our initial efforts. In other words, as we set out going through this, we didn't really know. You remember how confusing to some it felt? Because we just had switched these things around and we're just, okay, we're moving, we're doing these things. Now we find that this arrival of a sorts is bringing something up, right? It's bringing up some harshness of others. And it's going to be pointed and directed. That's because of that Scorpio stuff, right? Everybody's right in their own mind. Look, pay them no mind. What happens is that that we're going to focus instead on our rising vibration. We're going to raise our entire vibration to be where we want to perform at, where we want to be, how we want to deal with others, and how we would like others to deal with us. Now, will they always reciprocate that way? No, it won't happen. But the most important thing is that we are not lowering our vibration by responding to whatever it is they're throwing at us. Got a great example for this coming up, right? Okay, so 5D approaches to our creative and workplace goals. That's what we're doing. We're focusing on raising the vibration to a different level so that we can approach this from a higher level, whether it's mundane stuff like daily workday stuff or things to deal with our own creativity or spirituality. Whatever it is that we want to achieve, we can achieve it by lifting ourselves up, because we're going to have Venus in that position, moving into the position of the kite. And we already have the moon conjunct with Neptune. Now the moon has moved over into Aries. So this is a very important point. This is going to be on our minds, right? Especially for your creative folks out there, right? What we're doing is we're raising that vibration up. Now, can this feel defiant? Yeah, it can. 5D approaches to our creative and workplace. Okay. Oh, God, I just went over that. Okay. Defiance would be a mistake, however. Ask for others to explain what they mean. What do you mean by what you're saying? And why are you so angry, bro? Why are you mad, bro? Questioning hostility. How can anyone learn if they're not coached and guided? Just because Scorpio season? No, that does not make sense. Take the balanced approach. Take the charming approach. Take the Libra approach, right? We need to do that because we've arrived, and the key word is arrival. But hidden in that word is rival. Just throwing that out there. And the color today is classic flame illustrations. You know, those yellow and red things that they put at the bottom of cars, or maybe behind the Roadrunner when he runs, or, maybe somebody's choice of tattoos or embroidery down the legs of pants or arms or something? Yes, that. All right. So, classic flame illustrations. Red, yellow, maybe orange. Now, with Mercury entering Scorpio, we need a reminder to lighten up. Here it is. Lighten up. No matter how many people complain about her new album, do you think Taylor Swift really cares? That's a fair question. When was the last time you heard so much as a peep about one artist's album? Right? She's already won. When was... Okay, you haven't. You haven't. And look, I'm not telling you to summon your inner Tay-Tay, only because that's funny as heck when Stephen Colbert does it. Tay-Tay, all right? I'm just saying that we will need some degree of... we will all face some degree of criticism, just like that, right? Not at that level, but we will experience it, and it's in response to your arrival. Okay, now I'm reacting to it immediately. Isn't the right course of action, nor is it keeping with the Sun in Libra. Retain balance and moderation for yourself, right? Sometimes a non-response, not saying anything, not responding, speaks louder than a full-throated defense. Okay, and keeping with that in mind, stepping into our new roles will naturally disturb the established order of things. It's been this way for so long. Why is it changing? Because change happens, right? We should have realized that the one thing you're guaranteed in this universe, change. We're constantly in motion, whether you realize it or not. That planet is spinning rapidly beneath your feet. You're just part of it, right? It's all relative to where you're at and what you're observing. Now, look, we should realize that being put in a new position would mean that we are the change. We are the change because we're in that new position. And that change is the change that others fear and dislike. By following our desires, you know this. Venus is still in Virgo, okay? Venus is still in Virgo. Think about that. Still learning how to maximize our ability to reach out, to assist, and to fully produce results that will reward us both now and in the future. And if you don't believe me, wait till next Monday, because that's when Venus will get into the Libra side of things. And that is where Venus wants to be. Venus will want to have that comfort, that balance, that beauty, that symmetry, that everything. And we are working through the changes we did to provide her with exactly that through the actions that we undertake. Okay, so intentions set today should be to cleanse ourselves of the older cycles. Complete the break, right? This is a complete break with the past elements. Have to do it. You have to move on. By now, you know that moving beyond that set of things that was possibly holding you back either emotionally or physically, is totally necessary. It was necessary. In order to arrive, it's necessary for us to complete that break. That is the last little cord that needs to be severed from the previous eclipses. And we're moving into a new one with Pisces, in Pisces season. So, with that being said, that's a lot of stuff to say. In 1857, the first American Chess Congress is hosted by the American Chess Association in New York City and is won by Paul Morphy on November 10th. There you go. So it started, and then it ended finally on November 10th. And our birth is George Westinghouse. Now, okay, born in 1846, died in 1914. He's an American entrepreneur and engineer. What did George Westinghouse invent? Well, for two things: air brakes on railroad vehicles and an alternating current system. The power that's generated, the power that's being used to produce this podcast, to produce everything that we do electrically with our lives, was developed by George Westinghouse. Now, he's a pioneer of the electrical industry, so he founded Westinghouse Electric. He's born in Central Bridge, New York. Now, when I say that there's two things, he actually held 360 patents, and started 61 companies. Okay? Prolific? I guess you'd call it that, right? That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay? Look, you don't need to summon your inner Tay-Tay. Just persist. Okay? Persist. You've arrived. Cut it, and let's get on with it. Let's sum it up. The key word is arrival. Just like I said, you've arrived. And classic flame illustrations. Mimi, the Roadrunner. That's what we're doing. Today is the 6th. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate and love every single one of you. As I get busier, it's harder for me to respond, but I still do over time. Okay? Don't get upset if I don't hit you right back, because I'm not always on the various social media platforms, but I will get back to you. Thank you. Once again, I'm going to say it one more time. Today is the 6th. Happy astrocatting.